So you've heard of the World Cup, maybe even the Champions League. But what about the Copa Libertadores, the Asian Cup, or why people freak out over El Clasico on a random Sunday? Well, you're in the right place. In this video, we're breaking down every major soccer tournament that actually matters. International versus club, global versus regional, men's and women's all in one go. No confusing jargon, just a clean, fast, and easy guide to the world's biggest football competitions. We'll start with the global tournaments, then hit the regional powerhouses, and finally wrap things up with the top club tournaments. Let's kick things off. Major global soccer tournaments. The World Cup. The FIFA World Cup is the most prestigious international soccer tournament in the world. Held every 4 years and features national teams that qualify through regional competitions organized by FIFA's 6 continental confederations: Africa, Asia, Europe, North and Central America, and the Caribbean, Oceania, and South America. The tournament began in 1930 with 13 teams competing in Uruguay. The trophy was later named the Jules Rimet Cup after the FIFA president who helped create the event. Over time, the tournament's grown significantly. Today, it includes 32 teams in the final tournament, but starting in 2026, it'll expand to 48 teams. The most recent World Cup was held in 2022 in Qatar. Argentina won the tournament, defeating France in a dramatic final that ended 3-3 after extra time was decided by penalty kicks. Lionel Messi played a key role, while Kylian Mbappe scored a hat trick for France. The next tournament will be held in 2026, jointly hosted by the United States, Mexico, and Canada. It will take place across 16 cities and mark the largest World Cup to date. A notable fact is that the U.S. once beat England in 1950 in one of the biggest upsets in tournament history. UEFA Champions League. The UEFA Champions League is the most prestigious annual club football tournament in Europe, bringing together top teams from across the continent. Organized by UEFA, it crowns the best football club in Europe each year and is watched by millions worldwide. The competition began in 1955 as the European Cup, originally a knockout tournament for domestic league champions. In 1992, it was renamed the UEFA Champions League and introduced a group stage format, allowing more teams from each country and increasing its popularity. As of the 2024-25 season, the format has shifted again. Now 36 teams qualify for what's called a league phase, replacing the traditional group format. Each club plays 8 different opponents, and all results go into one overall league table. The top 8 move directly to the round of 16, while places 9 through 24 enter playoffs to fill the rest of the spots. Knockout rounds are played over 2 legs, home and away, except for the final, which is a single match at a neutral venue. Real Madrid has won the most titles with 15, including the first 5 ever held. The 2025 UEFA Champions League final took place in Munich, Germany. Featuring a showdown between Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, the tournament winner qualifies for the UEFA Super Cup and FIFA Club World Cup, reinforcing its global importance. UEFA European Championship. The UEFA European Championship, better known as the Euros, is Europe's biggest international soccer tournament, bringing together 24 of the continent's top national teams every 4 years to battle for one shining goal: being crowned Kings of Europe. The last tournament took place in 2021, delayed from 2020, because, well, you know. And it ended up in Wembley Stadium, London, with Italy defeating England on penalties in front of their home crowd. England fans still wake up in cold sweats hearing "It's coming home" slowly fade into "But not today." Held across multiple countries that year, the Euros saw North Macedonia debut and finish last, but hey, showing up's half the battle. Meanwhile, France, Germany, Spain, and Italy continue to dominate, passing the trophy around like it's a group project they all want credit for. Next up, Germany 2024. Expect iconic stadiums, precision scheduling, and bratwurst-fueled crowds. The format includes a group stage, a round of 16, and knockout rounds leading to a final where history's made. No third-place match, just glory or heartbreak. Women's World Cup. The FIFA Women's World Cup is the biggest international tournament in women's soccer, bringing together top national teams from around the globe every 4 years. It showcases elite talent, rising stars, and the growing power of women's football worldwide. The most recent edition was held in 2023, co-hosted by Australia and New Zealand. The first time the tournament was played across 2 countries and 2 confederations, and also first in the Southern Hemisphere. A record 32 teams participated, split into 8 groups of 4, with the top 2 from each group advancing to the knockout rounds. The format was intense. Win or go home. Every game mattered. Spain made history by defeating England 1-0 in the final, lifting their first ever Women's World Cup trophy. Aitana Bonmati took home the golden ball, and Japan's Hinata Miyazawa won the golden boot. The host nation Australia had its best run ever, finishing 4th and electrifying home fans with every match. The next Women's World Cup will expand to 48 teams by 2031, with a new 12-group format and even more global representation. The tournament continues to break records in viewership, sponsorship, and cultural impact, proving that the future of football is truly for everyone. Regional soccer tournaments. Copa América Finals. The Copa América Final is the grand finale of South America's biggest international soccer tournament, showcasing the continent's fiercest national rivalries. First held in 1916, it's the oldest continental championship in world football and is organized by CONMEBOL. What began as a simple round-robin event has transformed into a full knockout format spectacle, where the final match crowns the champion of South America. In modern editions, 10 South American nations are joined by 2 to 6 invited teams, often from North America or Asia, making the tournament more competitive and diverse. The current format starts with a group stage, then moves into the knockout rounds, leading to a single-match final at a major host stadium. If the final ends in a draw, extra time and penalties decide the winner. The 2024 Copa América Final was held at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where Argentina defeated Colombia 1-0 after extra time, securing their 16th title, the most in tournament history. Lautaro Martinez scored the winning goal in the 112th minute, finishing a perfect assist from Lo Celso. The match was delayed due to crowd issues, but the tension didn't stop Argentina. Messi, who left with an injury, watched from the bench as Di Maria, playing in his final match, helped lead the team to victory and was named man of the match. Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay lead in titles, often dominating the competition and writing football history with every appearance. Strong teams from different countries participate in this tournament, making it an exciting competition for both players and fans alike. Copa Libertadores. The Copa Libertadores is South America's top club football tournament. Organized by CONMEBOL since 1960 and often compared to Europe's UEFA Champions League, it brings together the strongest clubs from countries like Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Colombia, and Chile to fight for continental glory. The current format includes a group stage of 32 teams, followed by intense 2-leg knockout rounds all the way to the final. The winner earns a spot in the FIFA Club World Cup and the Recopa Sudamericana. Argentine clubs lead the title count, with Independiente holding a record 7 wins, while Brazilian clubs dominate recent years, winning every final since 2019. The 2023 edition marked the start of an expanded 47-club format and allowed up to 5 non-South American players per team, boosting international flair and competitiveness. The 2024 final match was held at Estadio Monumental in Lima, Peru, turning to the single-match final setup. Fun fact, the legendary 2018 final between River Plate and Boca Juniors was so chaotic, it had to be moved all the way to Madrid, Spain, the first time a South American final was played on another continent. Africa Cup of Nations. The Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, is the most prestigious international football tournament on the African continent. Organized by the Confederation of African Football, CAF, held every 2 years since 1957, it brings together 24 national teams that compete for continental glory. The most recent edition, AFCON 2023, was hosted by Côte d'Ivoire, where the host nation pulled off a dramatic comeback to beat Nigeria 2-1 in the final, claiming their 3rd title. It was a tournament full of surprises, intense rivalries, and passionate support from across the continent. AFCON's format includes a group stage followed by a knockout phase, much like other major tournaments. From 52-plus CAF nations, only 24 reached the finals. Egypt leads the all-time charts with 7 titles, including a legendary 3-peat from 2006 to 2010. Other powerhouses include Cameroon with 5 and Ghana with 4. Fun fact, the first ever AFCON had only 3 teams: Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia, and South Africa was disqualified due to apartheid. Today, AFCON is more than just football. It's a showcase of African pride, resilience, and identity, watched by millions across the globe. The next edition is scheduled for 2025 in Morocco. Asian Cup. The AFC Asian Cup is Asia's top international football tournament, held every 4 years and organized by the Asian Football Conference, AFC. Since its humble start in 1956 with just 4 teams, the tournament has grown into a competitive showdown featuring 24 national teams from across the continent. The most recent edition, the 2023 Asian Cup, was held in Qatar, where the hosts successfully defended their title by defeating Jordan 3-1 in the final. This win marked Qatar's 2nd consecutive championship, solidifying their place among Asia's rising football powers. The tournament follows a structure similar to other major competitions, a group stage followed by knockout rounds. The top 2 teams from each group, plus the 4 best third-place teams, advance to the round of 16. Matches tied after 90 minutes go to extra time and penalties if needed. Japan remains the most successful team in the tournament's history with 4 titles, while countries like Iran, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar have also made deep runs. Fun fact, the current trophy, introduced in 2019, is modeled after a lotus flower, a symbol of harmony across Asian cultures, and stands 78 centimeters tall, weighing 15 kilograms. Club-level tournaments. English Premier League. The English Premier League, EPL, is England's top-tier football league and is one of the most watched sports competitions globally. Launched in '92, it replaced the old First Division and quickly became a financial and cultural powerhouse, attracting top players, massive TV deals, and a worldwide fan base. Each season runs from August to May, featuring 20 clubs, each playing 38 matches in a home and away format. Wins earn 3 points, draws 1, and losses none. Teams are ranked by total points, with goal difference and goals scored used as tiebreakers. At the bottom 3 teams are relegated to the EFL Championship, which is the second tier of professional football in England, directly below the Premier League, while 3 are promoted in return, keeping the competition intense throughout the season. At the top, the best 4 clubs qualify for the UEFA Champions League, while 5th place and cup winners earn spots in the Europa League or Conference League. The Premier League is governed by its 20 member clubs and the FA, operating as a private company. With its fast-paced, deep rivalries and global broadcast reach, it's not just England's favorite, it's football's global stage. Fun fact, no team outside the traditional Big Six has won the EPL until Leicester City's 5,000-1 underdog title win in 2016 that shocked the world. Spanish La Liga. La Liga, officially called La Liga EA Sports as of the 23-24 season, is Spain's top professional football league and one of the most prestigious competitions in world football. It features 20 teams, including giants like Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid. The league began in 1929 following a proposal by Jose Maria Acha. 10 clubs participated in the inaugural season, including early powerhouses like Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Athletic Bilbao. Over the decades, La Liga grew in size and reputation, briefly pausing during the Spanish Civil War, 1936 to 1939, and eventually settling at 20 teams. Each team plays 38 matches home and away with a standard point system, 3 for a win, 1 for a draw, 0 for a loss. The bottom 3 teams are relegated to the Segunda Division, replaced by 2 automatic promotions and a playoff winner from that league. While Real Madrid and Barcelona have historically dominated, Athletic Bilbao remains a symbol of tradition, never relegated and famously fielding only Basque players. Fun fact, La Liga's legendary rivalry, El Clasico, between Real Madrid and Barcelona, draws hundreds of millions of viewers globally, making it one of the most watched club matches in the world. Italian Serie A. Serie A is Italy's top professional football league and one of the oldest, most respected competitions in the world. Founded in its current national format in 1929, it features 20 clubs competing each season from August to May, all vying for the coveted Scudetto, a symbol of national football supremacy. Each team plays 38 matches in a double round-robin format, earning 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, and none for a loss. The bottom 3 are relegated to Serie B, while the top clubs secure spots in European competitions, including the UEFA Champions League. Serie A has long been known for its tactical depth and defensive strength, famous for styles like Catenaccio. It's home to legends such as Diego Maradona, Francesco Totti, Roberto Baggio, and Paolo Maldini. Juventus leads the all-time title count with 36 championships, followed by AC Milan and Inter Milan with 19 each. Inter won the most recent title in the 23-24 season, reclaiming domestic dominance. Fun fact, the winner not only lifts the Coppa Campioni d'Italia trophy, but also wears a tricolor shielded badge, Scudetto, on their kit the following season, a tradition dating back to 1924. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm always down to chat, answer, or break it all down even more. Thanks a ton for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe to Soccer Deconstructed.